Oh, please don't come. Please don't come. अच्छा अभी भी 160 हो ना तो टाइम ना मुझे तो
Check, 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 check,
Check,
check,
check, goes on, check,
check.
1, 2, goes on, check,
1, 2, 1, 2, check,
1, 2, goes on, check.
check. The thing is, time move kuri dia ro. Kena kaki te ko tera kuri dia. Kena apa berasa tu nolak. Check, check. Check, check, check.
Yes.
Item have this request for application 15 and 16.
Item
Item 15 and 16.
15 and 16.
Maybe taken up just around 12 watches. We are just filing an affidavit saying that we are going to comply that order. That affidavit will also be
Give us slip. Yes.
Yes, your worship.
Yes.
Worship, I'd like to mention, item 4.
Item 4.
Yes. So that states here.
Yes.
I pray that weeks will be granted to me in 5 months.
But they've taken a lot of time. 22 matter.
Yes.
I don't think the
Private respondent is also
I
there.
don't
Private
think-
respondent has to fill a file.
I don't think the respondent desired to file an affidavit. You've taken a lot of adjournments.
Private respondent is there, your worship.
Huh?
Here, in this case, private respondent is there. It's between the petitioner and the private
No, I
respondent.
understand, but there must be some limit of how much to wait for the affidavit.
Worship, 3 weeks will be allowed to be. Otherwise, I have received the instructions.
Who is to give you instructions?
Department of Law and Justice.
Department of Law and Justice.
Yeah, it's a letter, otherwise I have instructions, Your Worship, but I'm seeking some clarification.
What is are represented on the prayer made by Mr. Aminchan, Learned Senior Committee Advocate. One last opportunity of 3 weeks is granted to file affidavit in opposition in the matter. First, it is made clear that if this will be next paragraph. It is made clear that if the respondents do not file affidavit in opposition at least 2 days prior to the next date of listing, the Commissioner, Nagaland, Government of Nagaland, within bracket respondent number 2, Commissioner and Secretary Department of Justice and Law, Government of Nagaland, within bracket respondent number 3, and the Deputy Commissioner, District Zunagoto, within bracket respondent number 4, shall all be personally present in the court along with all records relevant to this case and be prepared to assist the learned senior government advocate to respond to the court queries. This also made clear in the event of default in filing affidavit or personal appearance, court puts the said respondents to notice that court may pass coercive orders for their arrest and production before the court, for which orders will be passed from the next date. 3 weeks will be when affidavit be filed within 3/4/2024, based on 5/4/2024.
Hearing item number 32.
32.
I'm looking for the petitioner. Worship. You know, there is no, some personal difficulty to the worship. So if this matter can come up next week on the 14th, worship.
It goes after 2 weeks. Just after 2 weeks of the prayer made by the counsel for the petitioner. This is item 32. Item
33. Martin Beering, Lordship. This matter may kindly pass over for the day, Lordship. I have some personal difficulties today.
also for the case paid for well and non-cost for the petitioner.
Item 8, Lordship. I have some personal
Item
Item 8, Lordship.
10.
8.
8.
Yes, I have some personal difficulties to the Lordship, so if it can be fixed after a week, Lordship.
Just after the case paid for well and non-cost for the petitioner.
Lordship, I also beg to mention item 2 and 3, Lordship. The pleadings are complete here. If it can come up on Monday or Tuesday, as per
No, let it come after a week. Just after a week. Case paid for well and non-cost for the
right,
petitioner.
wish it very much.
2 and 3.
Lordship.
It's Lordship. I think to mention item number 4, Your Lordship.
Item 4.
Yes.
Yes, why?
Counsel for the respondent number 6, NK Lucum. So, we have to file our affidavit in opposition.
You have no intention to file.
Yes.
Do you have any intention to file it? I don't think so.
Yet to receive documents from the
They will never give you. If you have the prayer, they will never give it to you. But tell us how much cost will you pay for adjournment? How much cost you are prepared to pay for adjournment?
yet to receive these documents from the respondent number 6.
Who is to give you, who is to give you instructions? Who is required to give you instructions? Your senior counsel.
Senior counsel is NK Lucum.
No, I am not on that. You said you don't have instructions. Senior would not give you instructions. You have to read the file to get instructions. Now tell us who is for the filing, for the purpose of filing of affidavit, who is required to give you instructions?
Leading counsel.
Counsel won't give you instructions.
The respondent number 6.
Client gives you instructions, or you draft along as per the instructions given by another lawyer. That is a strange thing I have learned today. Affidavits are drafted on the basis of instructions by lawyers. Then we refuse adjournment. We take up the matter.
Leading counsel is not present today.
Can't help it. Is his name there in the leave note? No. Then no. No adjournment. His name is there. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's the counsel for the you're for whom?
Respondent number 6.
Counsel for respondent number 6. The matter stands adjourned today. Stop. It is made clear that if the affidavit in opposition by respondent number 6 is not filed within 15/3/2024, he said affidavit shall not be accepted without payment of adjournment cost of rupees 10,000. Stop. The window to file affidavit in opposition on payment of adjournment cost will be open till 22/3/2024, and thereafter the opportunity to file affidavit in opposition shall be forfeited. without any reference to the court. Just on 1/4/2024. So I've given you 7 days time without cost. Item number 4, no, it was 3 was mentioned, 2 and 3. Yeah,
This item was mentioned earlier.
okay. Okay, you add there. You also pays for adjournment, you add there. Just correct the language. So please take a note. 7 days without cost, 7 days with, next 7 days with cost, thereafter it is forfeited.
Item 70. This is a letter, relating to land ownership, appointment and land ownership. Lordship, I will represent the state here, and we allowed the 3 weeks time.
We will give you. Just after 3 weeks, the parent will pay on senior government advocate to enable him to file affidavit in opposition with the matter. You said both sides are present first. Huh? Item 17. Add it.
It is not. But the 22 and 24 worship. The earlier occasion, they are. So I've prayed on 4/3/2024. I've prayed to release the matter, all the 5 matters together. On the first of March. So this. 2 matters.
No, you see, if it's a similar matter, you do one matter, others will follow.
No, no.
You forget that it's analogous matter. You do one matter,
Yes.
others, the same orders will follow if it is analogous. Do you think in analogous matters we are passing different orders? No, then do one matter. If one matter is in the board, do it.
So Lordship. Received yesterday on behalf of my senior citizen.
Which item?
Which was received yesterday. Try to mention
Okay,
this.
okay. Permitted.
Whether this matter may be presented.
For motion, item number 34. For admission, item number 1.
These are completed in this case. The matter pertains to compassionate appointment.
The matter may be adjourned next week, Your Lordship, because the council is handling the matter has personal difficulty today. So this may be posted next week, Your Lordship.
You see, it's very difficult. If the name of the council are not there in the adjournment, what you call note, very difficult.
So it's some personal difficulty, Your Lordship. So
So
she
let's
informed
do
me
that.
this morning, Your Lordship.
List after a week as paid for by both sides are represented. List after a week as paid for by the committee.
Much obliged.
For admission, item number 5.
But let me address the bar. In fact, this week I've been adjourning. But if the name of the lawyer is not reflected in the adjournment, is in the absence list, next week onwards I am not adjourning any matter, whoever's case may be. If the court is not prior informed in advance, we will not be adjourning any matter.
For admission, item number 5.
Yes,
For respondent 1 to 7.
yes.
And allow some time to find.
No, you can't be granted. It's because since 22 for 2 years you have been taking time. You hear the matter and pass orders. Because you're taking this, state is taking 2 stands parallelly. In one of the cases I have come across, the order to pay, scale of pay was accepted by the government, and they took time to comply with the order of the court. That is order passed in one of such cases where I have seen an order of the Supreme Court of India, where the Advocate General of the state stood up and took time to comply with the orders of the court. Now, having taken that stand in one of the cases, how can you contest in other cases taking a different stand? So your affidavit or no affidavit is of no consequence. Judge's saying is required to be complied with. You are passing an order if you don't, what you call, if the government wants to challenge it, we'll permit them to challenge it, but after taking departmental action against those people who are not giving the instructions.
Yes,
1 to 7 means 10,000 into 7 is 70,000. Companies are better. Companies are better. They have a board meeting. And in the board, all the board of directors sit together and take a stand. If adjournment is granted, cost I have told you, 10,000 per respondent into 7. No, we are refusing. We'll hear the matter and pass orders. No, I'm sorry. For 2 years, you can't take the court on right. We have been accepting all your requests for 2 years.
I'm told that regarding this minimum pay scale, there is a government set up a committee.
We are not bothered with that. It does not affect us. Let the committee do their work. In the meantime, you comply with the orders. There is a division bench order which you have gone to Supreme Court, and then in Supreme Court you said that we will comply with the order. Then we are not bothered with your departmental action. And carry on having meeting. People will be very happy. Every day you have a meeting. In meeting you give snacks. Definitely, some tea and snacks are given. So officers would be very happy to do meetings. I'm sorry, you can't take 2 stands. If we permit you to take 2 stands,
method can come up.
Already been in place.
This committee will not work. Unless the chief secretary issues an order that if the committee does not have a meeting and takes a decision within 2 weeks, all the members of the committee will be suspended and departmental action will be taken. Unless that order is passed, the committee in the government of Nagaland will not work. Take it from me.
What is well aware.
No, I'm not well aware. I'm just looking at the manner in the way adjournments are taken, and therefore I'm drawing a conclusion. I may be horribly wrong. But the conclusion is drawn on the account of the fact that for last 4 days, I'm finding that all matters are being adjourned just for filing of affidavits. Therefore, the government does not want to work. We will pass one more order. Let this committee take a decision. Why should we wait? Somebody is asking for pay, scale of pay. You give it to some and you don't give it to others. It is discrimination. How could you take a stand? How did the government take a stand in the, before the Supreme Court of India that they are going to comply with the order? Once you give that stand, we take cognizance of the stand before the Supreme Court. How can you take a different stand now? How can you say that see this order of the Supreme Court of India, they are downloaded it and bought it today for this matter. Now see this is an appeal file in connection with judgment passed by this court in writ appeal 25 of 2022. The matter came before the Supreme Court of India on 11/12/2023, and it says that the Advocate General contends that they are taking steps to implement the order, and policy is also awaited in this regard. So once you take that stand, 3 months is a lot of time. Policy is framed. Then we fix it on Tuesday. By that time, you produce the records of policy being framed.
Lordship, if I may kindly address this one. Lordship, with regards to the submission made by the Secretary General, the Apex Court, with regards to the policy, the state government has already framed a committee. That is the policy. Now, all these, Lordship, the minimum scale of pay will be placed before the committee to take decisions on this. And that is the policy framed by the government. I think one of my learned friends on the other day has already placed the memorandum on record.
You see this order. See this order. You see the last line.
Yes, madam.
So Supreme Court says that it's in fact you implement the order.
Yes, yes.
So implement the order means it's not to wait for that committee.
Lordship.
Implementation is when the Supreme Court said you implement it, that means it has to be implemented.
Yes.
Not
correct.
for one case if you are implementing it.
Lordship.
So why we shall wait for others to have the committee decision taken?
Correct, madam. And Lordship, in fact, we have a large number of employees who are seeking minimum scale of pay. So what the government is trying to do is that all those permanent employees who are entitled to get the minimum scale of pay, a common decision will be taken by the committee. So whatever the committee decides, Your Lordship, it will not affect only one person or one governments have. a
Can I
law.
just ask, what is the next, when is the next election due? In the state of Nagaland, when is the next election due?
For the state assembly, madam.
Yes,
Another 4 years to go.
another 4 years.
Yes.
So we don't expect any decision by this committee. Before elections only, it will be announced.
Lordship, we are optimistic, Your Lordship, that.
No, I'm also optimistic, but it goes to, the optimism will give us a result after 4 years. How much time do people will sit? They're not even filing affidavits.
Correct.
2022, people are waiting for minimum pay.
Correct.
Jagdish Singh says you do it. Your committee can decide against Supreme Court judgment. No. Then
Lordship, some time can be granted so that at least the benefit they can bring and the price they go as to what the department has in mind.
the government has nothing in mind. You see, otherwise we don't make a committee.
Lordship,
Why do you make a committee? If there was something in mind, you don't make a committee. You take a cabinet decision.
Lordship.
Because you see, we have a saying, you have a committee, then whether the committee is right or not, you make another committee to examine the report of the earlier committee.
Lordship.
And then it is placed before the cabinet. Then cabinet will seek what you call clarifications.
Lordship.
So by the time 2028 is coming,
Lordship.
no, give us something more. Give us something more.
As of today, Your Lordship, besides the knowledge of setting up a committee, Your Lordship, we have, I'm really sorry, Your Lordship, I don't have much to apprise this court about the other issues.
Okay,
Your
we'll
Lordship.
ask the chief secretary to file an affidavit within 2 weeks, that by which time this committee will be having its sitting.
Lordship, the committee is headed by, if I'm not wrong, the committee is headed by the commissioner and secretary to the PHE department, Your Lordship.
No, but they are not above chief secretary.
Lordship.
So they'll apprise the chief secretary when they are going to sit. And then affidavit will be filed by the chief secretary to us, informing when this committee will be sitting. Because you don't want to wait till 2028. By the time I will also retire. I want my orders to be implemented during my lifetime.
Lordship.
Correct.
Or Your Lordship, if the chairman of the committee.
No, the chairman of the committee will not say. We'll ask the chief secretary to tell us when this committee will be sitting.
Because my lord, since the chief secretary is not a part of the committee, I think the best will be the chairman of the committee who can be able to, will be in the right position to explain to this court when they are the convening a meeting to decide
Okay,
on this
what
issue.
is the name of the committee?
Your Lordship, one of the colleagues has already placed it. If my learned friend can place it after the listed matter, Your Lordship,
Okay,
the name of the committee.
name of the committee. We'll impute that committee as a respondent here.
Lordship. I am good.
We just write, they will get the name of the committee. The both sides are represented. The Honorable Government Advocate seeks some more time to file affidavit in opposition in the matter. We have noted with concern that notice of motion was issued in this case by order dated 18/12/2022. And till date, no affidavit in opposition has been filed by the state. Next. We also take note of the fact that the division bench of this court by order dated 20 January 2023, passed in WA 25 of 2022, had issued certain directions for granting minimum pay scale as paid to a regular employee. Full stop. The order of the order of the division bench dated 20 January 2023 was assailed before the Supreme Court of India by filing SLP within bracket civil bracket close diary number 25185 of 2023 and the order dated 11/12/2023 passed by the Supreme Court of India is extracted below. Next paragraph. While paying for adjournment, seeking some more time to file affidavit in opposition, one government advocate has submitted that a committee has been constituted by the government of Nagaland to examine the issue of minimum pay scale to its work charge with temporary employees. Next paragraph. It is made to understand that the said committee would also be recommending a policy for the state in such matters. Next paragraph. Accordingly, the court is inclined to include the just write give a gap so that its name can so committee as respondent number 8 in this writ petition. The as the said committee is said to be headed by the officials of PHED is the address of communication for respondent number for the newly implemented respondent number 8 would be care of Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, PHED. We are not saying anything. The registry shall do the needful to include the so and so committee as respondent number 8. Next paragraph. Pending implementing of respondent number 8. Notice on the respondent number 8. For the limited purpose of informing the court as to by what time they shall hold their meeting and to apprise the court about the next date of their meeting and minutes of deliberations in a sealed cover for the perusal of the court. So it is made clear that the minutes of meeting in sealed cover may not be made a part of the court. It will be for the perusal of the court. Next paragraph. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall provide return of notices for issuing notice to respondent number newly implemented respondent number 8. The photocopy of the petition. Such notice shall be filed within 3 days. This is made available on 5/4/2024. Based on 5/4/2024. Just give the name to lodge.
For admission, item number 6.
This is the order.
May I please, ma'am?
Yes.
Lordship, in this letter, the petitioner is seeking regularization of his service.
Yes.
Now, your lordship, the petitioner has been released from service on attaining the superannuation of age. And the respondent department is taking step, your lordship, to regularize the service of the petitioner. And they have pushed it up to the PNR department, which is a necessary department for receiving the approval.
It's very difficult since you have not filed your affidavit.
Yes, yes. Your lordship, however, this is well aware. My learned friend here is well aware of the steps taken by the department, so if
Very-
some time can be granted, your lordship.
What is the representative of the covered affidavit list after 4 weeks?
Okay, your lordship.
So it's credible. So it's credible the, which department?
Printing and stationery, your lordship.
Printing and Stationery Department from the government of Nagaland to bring to logical end these steps taken for regularization of service of the petitioner who is stated to have retired in the meanwhile. This after 4 weeks.
I'm deeply obliged.
For admission,
Just
item
a
number,
moment, just a moment. The petitioner shall serve a certified copy of this order to the respondent number. Which respondent?
Lordship, respondent number 4. The director,
Okay, respondent number 4 to bring the order to the notice of the said. Said authority. You send a copy.
I'm deeply obliged.
for admission, item number 7.
Lordship, in this matter, the brief are handled by my learned friend K. Angami, your lordship. I'm told that it's yet to refine this matter a little bit. If some time can kindly be granted, my lord.
It's taken a lot of time, this 22 matter. A lot of time. But here I find something in your writ petition. In your writ petition, I don't find a statement that no landowner has got a job. That positive statement I'm not finding in your affidavit. If it is there, please show to us. Where is it?
Your lordship, I will file it in my. Necessary.
No, you can't do like that.
Lordship,
Don't wait for the reply to come.
my lord. I'm still in the lordship.
Because you can't conceal things from court. Once you do it, we can take you're taking a great risk. Right. Because if I can, what do you call it? If I can make an attempt to find out that,
My lord.
please don't take the court for granted.
Lordship,
Correct. On the prayer, joint prayer notes made by Clerk Council for the petitioner as well as the government affidavit. Understand John today, list after 2 weeks. Do the
obliged.
needful. I'm not saying anything, but do the needful.
I'm deeply obliged.
Obliged.
For admission, item number 9.
So lordship,
Yes.
lordship here, the affidavit is, was pending with some time to file counter, your lordship.
Note it
1,
has
2,
been,
3, 4, 5 adjournments for
Yes,
affidavit.
lordship.
the lordship may kindly appreciate that in this case, we only want the appointment of the state government to the post of GB lordship. As far as the issue is
Yes,
concerned at the
just
village
a
level
moment,
and joint
just a
village
moment.
council, the issue is already settled, but it is the appointment that has been kept pending by the state lordship. In fact, they don't even need
These orders are issued by the state,
my lord. The appointment is issued by the state,
state government.
my lord. So for whatever reason, the appointment is being kept pending for this long, lordship. So whether instruction come or not, if the appointment is made, lordship, the issue ends there.
But this, you see, we find that it's a very disputed question.
My
In
lord.
fact,
One or two persons,
apparently,
lordship, usually. yes,
apparently
lordship.
there is a dispute. And it becomes a disputed question of fact. You'll have to tell us how can we adjudicate.
In fact, lordship, as far as the dispute is concerned, that is already solved by the the village council decision, which also amounts to a judicial decision, Lordship.
Where is that?
Then the joint tribal council, Lordship.
Where is that?
My lord. The first decision, my lord, we'll see at page 24 to 31, Lordship. The
24 to 31.
yes, Lordship. Yeah, thank you, Lordship. The first page 23, the translated version. It started with the sharing of the ancestral property after the dispute, Lordship. Married, my lord.
Where is the English translation of this?
The translation is at page 23. The Simi version is at page 22. 23 is the English translated version. Married, my lord. Then the next page, my lord.
Just one.
My lord. My lord.
Yes. You see, from the settlement order,
Yes, Lordship.
because there are two parties who are opposing you.
Yes,
They walked
Lordship.
out. They walked out of the meeting.
Yes, Lordship.
Correct. Now, in this writ petition, are they parties? People who are opposing you, are they parties here?
So, Lordship, the issue is already decided
No, we don't know.
after the dispute, Lordship.
No, we don't know.
No, we have the orders, Lordship.
Where is that?
It's the next, Lordship. So that's why I was taking your Lordship to see the history of the case.
Yes, but where is the order?
Lordship, the first order which I'd like to, your Lordship, to kindly read is at page 29. That is a translated version and type copy. Type copy of the translated version.
So 2015.
Yes, Lordship. So the settlement order, in this order, the relevant portion, Lordship, is at page 30, settlement order. This is a decision of a joint DB's court of Sejung and Arunato. May I read, my lord? The settlement order, page 30. 30. Ultimately, this decision was taken by the joint DB's court.
This is an ex parte decision. The other side had left. As per the contents, the other side had left. They walked out of the court.
Now, Lordship, initially, the issue is now they are actually blood brothers, but the one party, Ihoto, wants to become a Santam. So he started adopting the surname Monzar, and he has left the Simi clan. Simi is another Yepto clan, Lordship. So since he has left, according to the first decision that I have taken your Lordship at page 22, Lordship, and the the translated copy at page 23, which I have already shown your Lordship, a decision was taken that whoever leaves the Simi tribe and joins the other tribe, Lordship, he loses all his right. The Lordship, Mr. Ihoto Monzar, he was the GB. He has returned his red shawl also. He has actually surrendered his right to kingship. So whether they walk out of the meeting or not, Lordship, it bears no meaning because he has already surrendered. So now it is the incumbent, the petitioner before the Zone Court, Mr. Hokato, is entitled to become the GB post that has been left vacant by Ihoto Monzar. Then, my lord, there is another settlement at page 38. This is a decision taken in the office of the Naga Customary Court, Sechung.
Yes, sir, why you are not filing an affidavit or not, why you are not appointing him as,
Yes, that's why your choice.
Okay,
you have received Paravise comments?
all right.
Wait within 10 days then. File your affidavit within 10 days. What says the represented? Just after 2 weeks, has paid for the relevant government express to file affidavit in opposition of the matter. Adjournment is granted on the ground that she has received Paravise comments. Just after 2 weeks.
That's all, Lordship.
For admission, item number 10.
This is acquired under National Highways Act. The acquisition of land took place under National Highways Act.
Yes, my lord. Lord, here, I need to file affidavit in reply.
No, I'm not asking you that. My question is whether the acquisition of land took place under the National Highways Act or under different act.
In the highway, my lord.
No, it doesn't cost so much to read brief at home. You can't read a brief now.
My lord,
No, it's not appreciated. Not appreciated. When you come to court, you have a brief.
sir, I have not mentioned the specific egg, my lord.
No, it's a dismal picture. Because once you have a brief, you must read it. You can expect a court question at any time of anything. I'm not asking you a question which is outside the brief. Your land was acquired. You are holding a brief for the person whose land was acquired. The only question is under which act it is acquired, and you're not ready with that.
It's under the Nagaland Land Acquisition Act, my lord. But the,
Nagaland Land Acquisition Act.
but the petitioners have not specifically mentioned that.
Yes, can anybody tell us? Under which act?
I have raised preliminary objections in this matter, lordship.
No. My question is very simple. Under which act the land has been acquired? That is the only question I'm asking.
Lordship, to the best of my knowledge, lordship, damage compensation has been paid, lordship, but the land acquisition process has not been undertaken, lordship.
And we.
Lordship,
Can't
there are other cases also, lordship, pending before this
It
court.
can't be. When the NHI DCL is giving you compensation amount, they are not giving you a compensation without a land acquisition.
No, lordship. In some cases, lordship, the land has not been acquired, lordship.
It can't be. If that is there, we'll give a blanket the stay of illegality being committed. Land can't be acquired without acquisition.
Well, it's section 34 of the Land Acquisition Act, Nagaland Act, 1965.
It shows that act. Land acquisition. This will be in which volume? Nagaland Land Acquisition Act.
Volume 3, if I'm not wrong, volume 3, 1967 Act.
Nagaland Jungland Act, no. Nagaland Land Acquisition Act. It is not there in volume 3. Just get it from Mr. Medley. I don't know. It appears that you have a lot of faith on God. Everything is, nothing is very clear. On joint prayer made by Learned Council for all sides, matters and adjourned to the start of 2 weeks.
For admission, item number 11.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordship, I may be granted 2 weeks time to file my reply to the counter filed by the state respondent, your lordship.
Please stop it 2 weeks on the prayer made by Learned Council.
Attachment.
For admission, item number 12.
Pardon me?
I have received instruction in this matter. So kindly grant me some time to file counter, your lordship.
Just one minute. This is that non-indigenous case. How much time? Post Dr. Also as a representative, this Dr. Fools, sustainable the state respondent as well as respondent for to file affidavit. The registry shall reflect the name of the counsel for respondent by listing the matter next. But in this court, always button up your court. Button up your court. Should not appear with buttons open. Don't be casual.
For admission, item number 14.
Yes, Your Lordship. I received the counter affidavit filed by the state on 2nd of February, but I will not be filing my reply. So if this matter can be fixed for admission hearing on
You
Tuesday.
start hearing.
Your
Start your
Lordship,
case.
the state council is not present today. So if it may be heard in the presence of the council who is dealing the matter, Your Lordship.
This Dr. Fools is straightforward and counsel for the petitioner.
Obliged, ma'am.
For admission, item number 13.
Yes, Your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention on behalf of Department Lordship that this matter can be listed on 11/3/24.
It goes after 2 weeks.
Lordship, this is can be disposed of. Okay,
But she's wanting an adjournment. If I'm ready to take up the matters, you are not, bar is not cooperating. Either of the side is taking an adjournment.
there,
So the
finding
question is,
difficulties.
why should I not be casual? Why should I take all the burden on my shoulders? You don't want to cooperate, everybody is ready with the adjournments. Might as well grant it. Why become bad? No point coming and reading of the brief and coming, na? No point reading all this brief, wasting my time. And everybody is ready for an adjournment. Instead of taking it like that, the bar will decide which matters they want to hear and will take up only those matters. All matters will adjourn. Will not take up any matters. You don't want to do, why should I take the trouble? You don't give a list of cases to be adjourned beforehand. Very casually you come up when the matter is called, ask for an adjournment, get an adjournment and go away. As if I am the only one who is absolutely useless guy, reading all the briefs, coming up, wasting my time. I could have enjoyed movies if I have all this free time. Why I should not take my time off? Just tell me one reason. Today is the last day. Please separate in the bar. If you don't give an adjournment list in advance to the court master for Monday, if I don't get it today, Monday no matters would be adjourned, whatever be the cost. Even at the displeasure of all the members of the bar. I'll take up matters unless and until you give an advance information to my court master that matters would be adjournment prayer for adjournment will be made. And I would be imposing huge cost if the lawyers are not ready to argue the matter. Separate in your bar. This is something which I will not tolerate. If I am spending my time, I utilize it. Please inform all the members of your bar. Today there's a meeting, I'll tell them in the meeting also. It will be huge adjournment cost. If my court master does not get an advance information of adjournment, please do it. Show some courtesy to the court. Because ultimately, you will be depending on the court to get orders. And you will not love it. We keep adjourning the matters at the top of the hat. You don't want to do, please inform your clients that it is at my prerogative I am taking an adjournment. The clients will think that the court has got no other business but to adjourn. You're bringing bad name to the court. It's something which I am absolute displeasure. You start arguing. Take up the matter.
Lordship, the query in this petition is limited to disposal of the appeals filed before the Secretary, Government of Nagaland, Transport Office.
You filed
Under-
you filed your appeal when?
I have filed on
What is the date of filing of appeal? Yes, I heard.
the appeal is in page number 46.
Just tell me the date. This is an appeal under section 14, right?
14.
You tell me the date when you filed it. Don't read briefs here. Prepare a note, don't read briefs here. You are asking for you are asking for taking up the matter. We are given a lot of lecture to the counsel for the other side. And then we are asking a question, what is the date of filing, you don't know. Matter stands adjourned as the counsel of the petitioner is not ready for hearing.
For admission, item number 15 and 16.
Right. The brief is similar to last occasion as per the order of the Honorable Court to file an affidavit. This content petition is adjournment. Last order is 28th of February. We're going to
There's a
comply.
contempt,
We're going to comply. Some time is required, 3 months.
there's a contempt of 2021.
Yes, madam. There is, madam, we filed subsequently filed.
You see, there are two things. Number one, just giving the hypothesis. What is the chapter for contempt? The appendix 7. Appendix 7. No, I have a different book. Appendix 7. Appendix 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is contempt. You got it? Now come to rule 6, sub rule 7. Correct. Now we have not passed any order dispensing with his appearance. So we'll ask the respondent to be present in court. He come from which place?
Two of the, one is the DGBR from Delhi, Lordship, other is the Defense Secretary.
Okay.
Lordship will, because as we have now decided to pay the, because the litigation is processed on some alternative, because we have filed a
No.
writ petition. Appeal under section 12 also before the,
Mr. Chakravarti, what we are trying to tell you is that if from 2021 till 2020 we can sit, we can exercise this power and compel him to come here at least.
that's true, Lordship.
So what we are doing is, you communicate with this person and tell us after some time, give us a estimated time when they are going to do it. Otherwise, on the next date we'll have this personal appearance.
We have prayed for 3 months, Lordship is up to 90 days, Lord.
No, you ask
Lordship may
this.
consider,
No, you ask the officer, call him, ask the officer and come back after some time.
And he, Delhi as well as ministry, madam. But in ministry also, madam, it is not only the sanction of the finance department is required, madam.
But there's no such affidavit that finance is pending in finance. We have not seen anything.
Today morning.
Oh, acha.
today morning,
Okay.
today morning.
They smile at paragraph 4 and 5, madam. The payment, paragraph 5, the payment of the ordered amount funds are required to be earned by the Minister of Defense and the Home Finance.
Then we give them some time.
Yes, madam.
Once an affidavit is there, it isn't there.
My letter friend proposed, madam, on the 10th of June, madam, the next meeting. In the meantime, we'll.
In contempt,
Affidavit.
Because that direction was passing that.
This is 127.
Let's vote together, madam. Sorry, come on.
no, but I'm passing separate orders. In contempt, you're right. But Mr. Inti Longjim, then the counsel for the petitioner. Mr. S.K. Medi, then the CC. One interaction.
And my friend is going
Okay, just say.
4 and 5.
Respondent number 1 and 2 is represented by Mr. B. Chakravarti, current counsel. Respondent number 3 is represented by Mr. S. Kennedy, learned counsel. And respondent number 4 is represented
4 and 5.
4 and 5
And 6
by
also,
Ms.
madam,
Egan, learned counsel.
6 also, madam, to it.
1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6, Mr. Chakravarti. Next part. The learned counsel for the respondents has referred to the contents of affidavit filed by Colonel Anurag Rawat, ANURAJ, G, RAWAT, presently working as officiating chief engineer, Project Sevak, SCWAK, Sevak, in the connected WBC 1 to 7 of 2023, and it is submitted that the for the payment of the awarded compensation amount, funds are required to be arranged by the Ministry of Defense from the Ministry of Finance, Government of India. So it is submitted that about 3 months' time would be required to arrange for funds.
90 days.
3 months. make it 90 days. Thanks. Because you are getting 2 days more. No, that's okay. That's okay. 2 months, 90 days. Stop. Next paragraph. In view of the commitment given by the said deponent in his affidavit filed in WC 127 of 2023, the learned counsel for the petitioner constitutes prepared for adjournment. Stop. Next paragraph. The respondents are put to notice that this court has not yet exempted their personal appearance. Therefore, the respondents are jointly and severally directed to file their affidavit on the next date to inform the court about the status of actions taken for compliance of the orders of the court. In the event such status is not on record, the respondent shall take notice that the court may order personal appearance of the respondents, for which appropriate orders will be passed to the next date. Based on 10th of June.
Only one minute is the nurse. One already retired, and 4 and 5 already retired. And
No, we don't know, because you see, we'll have to demonstrate by way of an affidavit what has happened during their tenure, what they did.
present 6 and
No, whoever are respondents, I'm just giving them a notice. Today, I'm not taking any coercive steps, but we are putting on record. You may do it. 10th of June, 2020.
compliance of affidavit.
Don't say jointly and severally. Just don't say severally. Say an affidavit. An affidavit. You read for that, you don't need an order.
Then you will develop the present signal.
No, you see, these things you must bring on record first.
Yes,
Unless you bring on record, we are proceeding against
Yes,
them only. If you bring on record, then only he will impede.
because of election, this otherwise, it cannot take so much time.
No, whatever we are not saying anything. Anything, what orders are required to be passed in writ petition?
The main order, the order was passed in repetition only.
No. Today, what is to be done?
In the writ petition also. Yes, but do we find?
Okay. All sides are represented.
28 order.
20.
28 February.
This is content. This is
11, 12, 13 minutes.
Also as represented in compliance with the directions issued by the court on 28/2/2024. And affidavit has been filed. So that shows kernel shows. Simple. Time related issues. In view of the said affidavit, the matter is adjourned today. List on 10/6/2024.
Together.
Along with the corrected content.
Or affidavit that instead of private judgment, we handle the finance.
We have already passed that over. Take care of it.
Yes. I left.
Sorry, very sorry for the inconvenience caused to this honorable court yesterday, madam, because of my absence. Madam. Some medical emergency came over, so I could not be there. Some adjournment. So
No, no, it's okay.
Apology,
No, it's okay. Mr. Ranjan,
Lordship, I know.
what we require is that if you tell us in advance, we don't
Yes,
read the
sir.
brief.
Lordship.
So that is the
I'm-
only, medical
I'm very
emergency,
sorry,
we
ma'am.
understand. You said if today you have medical emergency, you can't tell me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
So for that, it's okay. In medical emergency, we can understand. Today you have a problem, you will take an adjournment today. But in cases where you have a pre-planned adjournment, the request to the bar is that please tell us in advance.
Yes, sir.
Principal,
point.
then this system is
Lordship.
for the giving.
No, because you see, why I'm spending time
Yes,
to read that brief.
Yes,
Today there was a slip for one matter. I did not read that brief. I save my time in the process, and reading is not very, what you call, very easy job. Right? No, we are not asking apology in the matter
I'm just
from you.
tendering my
But,
apology.
no, we are not seeking an apology because you see, medical emergency, we understand. The reason I'm expressing my annoyance is that in all regular matters, just for affidavit, just for that, you are taking an adjournment. I'm taking the part that I'm ready for hearing at motion stage, at admission stage, at order stage, and at hearing stage. In all four stages, I'm ready for hearing. So please understand the mood of the court and then just tell me in advance that I should not read the brief. That's everything I'm asking.
Hello.
For motion from the supplementary course list, item number 34 and 35.
Yeah, this Worship, I'd like to mention on behalf of the Worship, my colleague is in bereavement motion. He's in bereavement motion. So if this matter can be listed on 11 motion.
Just now. You are the applicant here. Okay. Who's for the respondent, please? Who's the petitioner? You're for
Your
petitioner or
Worship,
for the respondent?
I'm for the petitioner. Worship.
You're for the petitioner. And who's for the respondent? Is Nagaland, the state. PHE. Who's appearing for PHE? Oh, sorry, the respondent is the writ petitioner. It won't happen like that. No, there's something. The connected writ petition is not there. This matter will speak along with records of WBC 267 of 2022. This will be 1954. Just along with WBC 104 of 2022.
For admission,
With the date petition.
for admission, item number 18.
Worship, I've received the instructions, so I may be granted 2 weeks then to file it.
How much time?
2 weeks.
Which is a representative, please after 2 weeks, just to enable the government to file affidavit in opposition with it, as she has received instructions.
For admission, item number 19.
My pleasure, Lordship. Your Lordship, I received an instruction this morning only.
You received.
Yes, Your Lordship. So sometime maybe granted Your Lordship to me.
Sometime is till 4 o'clock,
2 weeks or your lordship.
some days,
I have to put that,
some days or some time.
some days,
Some
your
days,
lord,
okay.
some days.
How much?
Lordship, 2
Okay.
weeks if possible. your lordship.
Same order.
For admission, item number 20,
20 and 21.
20 and 21.
Yes.
That is your lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I have to mention on behalf of the lordship. We need to receive instructions. Lordship, if I need them, 2 weeks time, lordship.
This is basic cases. You are not getting any instruction. You can assure your instructions if I issue a direction to your to your secretary PHE. You are getting instructions. Both sides are represented. The government advocate submits that she is yet to receive instructions. Court is inclined to issue notice on the respondents to inform the court as to what time they would require to give necessary instructions to the learned government advocate. This one. List after 2 weeks, awaiting affidavit by all the respondents. As to when they would give instructions to their learned government advocates. List after 2 weeks. They file affidavit to tell us when they are giving instructions. Next para. The learned government advocate shall send a downloaded copy of this order to all the respondents, bring the order to their notice.
Yes, lordship.
Yes.
For admission, item number 22.
That is the lordship. Lordship, I have submitted prayer on behalf of IME lordship. I have to receive instructions. Lordship.
Same thing, realization service, you're not getting instructions. Will not give you instructions unless you compel. Same order here, there are 3 respondents. Within 2 weeks, they'll file affidavit to tell us when they'll give you instructions. They're passing some orders. Regarding trial and error basis, just to see how the government reacts to these orders. The instructions to government advocates will not come unless you know how to demand and take it. Same order here also. Let them file affidavits. Tell us when they will instruct you. After 2 weeks. You pass an order. Same order as earlier.
Yes, lordship.
Yes, lordship. For admission, item number 23.
You also agree with not filing. Same regularization. Same order here. Here there are 4 respondents. Same order. They'll file affidavits to tell us when they are giving the instructions. Item 24 also same thing, same matter, similar matter. How many respondents are there? Here also there are 4 respondents. Same.
For admission, item number 25.
Yes.
Yeah, Lordship. Kindly grant me 1 week of time to file my affidavit since I have sent to Prince Major.
Okay. Just after a week, so as to enable the level available to file affidavit in opposition, which has been sent for vetting and signature. Lordship. Item 26 also same.
For item number 26.
This is also regularization.
Yes, Lordship. Item number 25 was for compassionate appointment, Lordship, and item 26 is for regularization, Lordship.
Again, order. That's when they will give instructions to the legal committee. If there are 4 respondents.
For admission, item number 27.
Yeah, please, Lordship. Lordship, I need to receive instructions, Lordship. I need to receive instructions, Lordship. Send a reminder on 22nd.
This is compassionate appointment.
Lordship.
Same order, but here you add something. In this case, the petitioner is seeking appointment on compassionate ground by projecting that his father died in harness on 19/5/2020 while serving as painter helper at PWD within bracket housing bracket close Queensland TUENSANG division due to kidney failure. As prayer for compassion, the appointment is required to be taken up as decided urgently. Now we say that it is 4 respondents have been given instructions.
Yes, Lordship.
For orders, item number 28.
May I be before Lordship?
Yes.
My lord, my lord, I'm sorry, my lord. I would like to take, my lord, some accommodation, my lord, for filing necessary IA, my lord.
You're not ready for hearing.
My lord, IA is required to be filed, my lord, because the respondent, my lord, the private respondent who was newly implicated in the present case, my lord, those has to be served notice through the respondent number 2, who is the Director General, my lord. So this court has also given liberty, my lord, on last occasion, my lord, to file IA with a prayer, my lord. So that has yet to be filed by us, my lord.
I do not get it. Who is newly implicated?
Respondent number 10 to 22, my lord. Private respondent, my lord. Those were the newly implicated, my lord, by the order dated 19/6/2023, my lord, in the IA 66, my lord.
On the prayer made by 11 council for the petition, that is adjourned today. Placed after 2 weeks.
For filing, my lord, IA, my lord.
I'm not
Kindly.
saying you file it if you want.
Lordship.
For all,
Obliged, my lord.
item number 29.
Yeah, please, Lordship. Lordship, I have an instruction to appear for the petitioner's Lordship, but I'm yet to obtain signature from the petitioner's Lordship. To find my forward Lordship.
Outside the represented. The prayer made by 11 council petitioner. Matter since adjourned today. So it's for nobody to file. Within the 17 days. Placed after 2 weeks.
Yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
For hearing, item number 30.
Now, Lordship, as Tiba Bom, government advocate, he is not well. That's why we kindly fix this matter next week.
Outside the represented on the ground. It is indisposable. Matter since adjourned today. Placed after a week.
For hearing, item number 31.
Yes.
Lordship, there was some personal difficulties, so kindly let this matter come after next week.
Outside the representative. Placed after a week as paid for the 11 council for the petition. This is the last day we are joining the matters. On Monday, Not going to adjourn unless you file an advance information to the court.
Item number 5. Since I'm not aware of this notification was passed on 16th February.
What order did they pass?
Notification was passed on 16th February.
No, what order did I pass in item 5?
Item 5 to complete the respondent number 8. To complete the respondent number 8, Lordship.
Huh.
One of the respondent, Lordship. However, Lordship, this notification was issued only in the month of February, Lordship, 16 February 2024, Lordship. And moreover, Lordship, since
Yes.
moreover, Lordship, since there is a in, in in many department, Lordship, there is a those who are working under fixed pay, Lordship. There are more than 1,000. So, Lordship, I'm told that it will take some time, Lordship. So, if
Okay. That don't pass that order. Item 5.
Lordship,
What says it? We then not passing that order.
No.
We are not passing that order. We are modifying that earlier order.
No.
Earlier order we are modifying since they have shown us this.
Lordship, since I'm not aware of this.
What says it presented? The current government advocate has produced a copy of notification dated 16/2/2024 by which a committee has been constituted ABCD, huh? ABCD. Accordingly, it pays for his granted 4 weeks time to obtain updated instructions.
No.
This the same day. What did you do? Based on 5/4. Continue. You said once we have information, there's no problem with the adjournment.
Yes.
But the issue is that when you don't have instructions, you have to do something to compel the government to give you instructions. So how many times will adjourn the matter? You see, what we did was, I think we'll introduce here also. In the principal seat, same thing was happening. What I did was I took steps, called the government, asked the additional chief secretary to be there, and then they installed the VHF connectivity in the court premises itself. Now the government advocate do not have to go right letters for instructions, you will just get a what you call your letter ready, send it through the VHF to the police station or the concerned office, and it will be delivered. So the communication gap is no longer there. Case diaries, we get it immediately. So we are using the VHF install, the government, we have directed the government to install a VHF in the principal seat. Because there also I was passing orders like what I'm passing today, somewhere or other to compel the government to give instructions to the government advocate. And you see, we are so heavily dependent on the government advocates. I don't want you to go to department sections to collect information. They should give it to you. We don't want you to be weak. We want you to be assertive so that once we say that there's an order, they have to comply with it and give you instructions. If that is not happening, I've seen a week with which I can do. I try to have this VHF because now you are sending for radio transmission to the Nagaland police. Correct? How do you do it? No, no. If you have something urgent, what do you do? You have which is of the police. No, no, we don't want to do that. We want to create a system where you give it to that through the radio, very high frequency radio, have it transmitted to them, so that and the and this since this is a high VHF facility, the police will not give it to you. They will have their man coming to man it because many informations come through that channel. So they will attend your office for a particular time, and this radio transmissions would be made to each to the connected police station in that area. They will deliver it to the office. So you don't have to go and write to spend your time there. You see, we can create something like that here. So, we have done it in principal seat for a larger, what you call, state. I think we can do it here also. Let me think over, take some steps. I mean, for a week I am here. Let us see. Ensure that you receive instructions whenever the court calls for.